I've met men who'd fish for fish and smash them on the rocks. That way they wouldn't fuss so much when stacked like little logs. Their cigarettes were folded up into their shirt sleeves, told nasty jokes they'd never tell unless to you or me. Well, I've also met the gamblers who in old age turn to bust, whose stories told have little chance and always best of luck. Yeah, wagers made on anything, pinball without the flippers, rabbis, priests, imams, and queens, kings, and heavy lifters. So imagine then to my surprise the questions that I hear, like, don't you know that drinking's bad as there's gluten in this beer? And I like to think, despite my ways, I always show restraint. Till fortune failed, I do declare, and a grave mistake was made. See, this one time down in Brighton, well, I played a little show, and I sang about the things I sing to people I didn't know. And the people, they were all the things I tried to rail against. You know, money having students who somehow don't pay for rent. So I did the only thing I could do to pass the time, and I drank a lot of wine and tried to fabricate a smile. And I nodded at their nothings and I laughed at boring jests. But you see that this got boring quick, and what happened followed next. See, a gal said I looked Irish and her father was a cop. I told her I was Chinese and I liked to kick small dogs. And she said I was a bigot, and I smartly said nuh-uh. And her boyfriend took one swing at me, but not before I ducked. So he punched a gal in high-heel boots whose balance was undone, and she tried to break her fall by grabbing onto a man bun. But the man bun had an owner, and that owner was holding hands with the gal who mistook this old boy for a well-behaving man. So then I had to bolt now with only my guitar, and I rambled around Market Street and I found a little bar, and some people screaming funny things. They offered me a drink and they told me how they ended up despite some other things. Well, the moral of the story, if there really could be one, is life can sure be easy if you always hold your tongue. But if you're like a 10-day drunk over a life of ease, you'll always have a good old friend in Conor, Hennessy.